Wow, my outfit today, it's giving season. I saw this TikTok the other day from a guy who was walking by a window display and the model was just like wearing some sweater or something, and then under it just said, "It's giving season." And he was like, "I am so gay. I read this as, it's giving season." And when I looked at it too, I at first glance also thought that it said that just because of TikTok, probably. Anyway, hi, it's a Monday today, and it's actually 4 o'clock, and it looks like this outside. Yep, the sun sets here, where we live now in Vermont, at 4:30. The farther north you move, the earlier it sets. I'm sure most of you knew that. It gets dark fast here. I actually last week just went to go visit my family in Georgia. Everybody was home at the same time actually, except for my sister. Because my brother only comes home now. He doesn't come home for Thanksgiving or Christmas. He only comes home early November for like 10 days or so before ski season starts, because he lives in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and he works at a ski shop, and it's just like his busiest time to come home during those holidays. So it was nice that my trip got to overlap with him. But the reason I went home really was because of the content of my last video. Just, I was feeling really depressed. I needed to be around family, and it helped. And I'm feeling a little bit better now that I'm back home in Vermont. I got back Saturday afternoon, and yesterday was just like football Sunday, you know, chillin', chillax, and today's Monday, and I need to go get groceries and pig feed. We have most of the pig feed, but I got like too small of a bag of their pig pellets, which is like what they love the most. And I also have some very exciting updates for you. Like, I'm gonna leave and go run errands and probably listen to Christmas music, because I'm actually slowly getting in the mood now. My mom was like taking down all of her fall decorations when I was there, and I was like, "Mom, I just put mine up before I came here. I'm not ready to decorate, actually, I don't think, my house until Vlogmas," which it's giving Vlogmas as well, which I don't think I've talked about, but I am planning to do Vlogmas this year. Same as always, every single damn day, baby. So I love that challenge. I love just being able to talk to you guys every day and like have the format of doing that. And this will be my 11th year. Wow. That's crazy. Anyway, I have really exciting updates. Our roof is getting replaced today, tomorrow, and quite possibly the next day, just depending on how long the job takes. You can actually see the roofer up there right now. Oh, there he is. There he is. He's probably like, "What the hell? Why is that woman filming me?" They're working on this upper level up there of the wing today, which is basically like the area that's unfinished, if you guys saw in our empty house tour. And then this is like the lower area of the wing, and that's like that big window right there where my desk is right now. I assume that a lot of you like probably don't understand the layout of our house, and that's fine. It's really weird. There he is again. Anyway, they're working really hard on the upper part, and they almost finished that today, which is very exciting. So probably tomorrow they'll do this, more of that, and then this part of the house as well the following day. So that's why I assume it'll take like 3 days. And then we also got a truckload of gravel dropped off to fill in our shitty driveway. I'll keep the gravel pile in the back while I talk about this, but I think I've mentioned this in the past. I definitely did when we first moved in and stuff. At the end of the summer, we moved into this house late July, and everybody that came over, like UPS men, people who were giving us quotes on the roof and anything like that, any locals we talked to were like, "I'm sorry about all the rain. I saw your Oregon plates. You probably were trying to leave the rain." Yeah, it's been a really rainy summer for us, like really abnormal. And obviously it had flooded really bad in certain places in Vermont as well. So we literally have like tiny channels throughout our gravel driveway. And one of my neighbors, actually, I told you guys this in like a vlog many months ago, but when I met him, Dave, he was like, "So you guys gonna pave your driveway or what?" And I was like, "You've seen it. Yeah, haven't you? You've seen it. I'm not gonna pave it. It's gonna be way too expensive." But right around that same time, we met our neighbors, Guy and Brenda. They have a ton of equipment. Similar to our old neighbors in Oregon, Olya and John, they have, you know, just all of the goodies that you acquire once you own land for a long period of time. They have backhoes, they have tractors, they have things that can help us. So they basically said, "You can pay us in diesel gas money and maybe chop some wood for us for the winter as well, and we can help you fill in the driveway. That's what Guy said. So Finley still has to take him up on that. We just have the pile of gravel now, and I'm like, okay, call Guy. But he's also really busy with the bedroom renovation. He's been filming so much of that. I'm like, oh my God, is this gonna be a 6-hour video when you guys see it? But I have a plan actually for that video when you guys do see it, and I'll just run through that really quickly just because I miss you and I want to talk to you. So the bedroom renovation video, because I just want to say I hear your cries, okay? I've seen some comments that are like, I don't know, I just feel like there's too much fin cam in this, especially in the vlog where it was like before my clean with me depression video, the vlog before that where I was just not really around because I was feeling a little depressed. So yeah, it was more Finley, and people were just kind of like, miss you, Meg, you know? I'm like, thank you for saying that. I'll try to be more present. So I told Finley, because we were kind of discussing, he was like, what's your game plan with this footage? Like, I'm filming a lot. And I said, honey, I know. So I plan to do a before and after kind of like bedroom renovation video, voiceovered by me, but the footage would be of Finley kind of like fast forwarded going through it, or just showing like really quick, fast clips of him doing all this stuff, because he has done so much. And he got so much done when I was out of town in Georgia, which is fantastic. And that's why I wanted to leave his ass here and go alone, because I was like, you need to do some drywalling. And he's still working on it right now. I'm gonna go to the grocery store, but I wanted to say that. And then also, just a separate side note for my patrons, because I know a lot of you love to see like, you know, the behind the scenes or just like the real footage. I'm gonna probably also make like a Patreon cut of all of that content that he's been showing, and it'll be more of like an in-depth how to, like how exactly he stained the floors and what exactly he, you know, his woes of certain products were and all of that stuff with the drywalling. And then if I really want to use all of the footage too to its highest ability, I'll probably break it into like short how-to videos on TikTok as well, so it's not just like behind a paywall. Even though my Patreon is $1 a month, you know, for the lowest tier, like that kind of stuff, it's nice to be able to disperse to the people. Anyway, I'll be talking. This is like a 10-minute clip, and I gotta hit my ass to the store, because I actually think when I go to the farm store too, it might close. So anyway, let's head out. All right, now it is violently late, but I got a blueberry crumb cake from the, like, you know, baked goods section, and I'm gonna eat this on the way home. I need to see if the farm store is still open, because Nevin called me when I was still in the driveway and we chatted for like an hour. So I got a bit behind schedule, but I've been having a good time, so it's fine. Let's see at the local Agway. Do they close in 5 minutes? Yep, they do. Okay, well that's fine. I got to talk to Nevin. We can go get the pig feed tomorrow. I do have to go into town anyways tomorrow, because we have a painting that's framed that we dropped off literally in the middle of August, and it's finally ready. It's a whole story that I'm not gonna bore you with the details of. So I'm gonna need to go get that. And we also ordered some garage doors. So I actually don't know what this vlog is gonna be. I think it might be the winterizing vlog. We're, you know, getting our new roof, which is great for winter, because then it'll hold in way more heat and, you know, insulate better. And then like I just mentioned, yeah, we ordered 2 new garage doors because the ones that we have right now just are not good. The paint is chipping, they have windows on them, and we don't want windows on them because we don't need windows on them. And I already purchased those and picked them out and stuff like that. And we have our pellet stove working, our central oil heat working, and we finally, I forgot to say this update at the beginning of the video, got our propane installed properly. But the only issue is that even though we got the propane installed, some of the appliances that are propane fueled, we have 2 wall heaters, 2 propane wall heaters that you're supposed to be able to use even during a power outage. And one of them works, but it doesn't have a vent, and so it smells really bad. So that's unfortunate. The only one that works smells. And then the upstairs one doesn't work, and they said that they need to come back with some like T-bar thing to help fix it. But then Finley and I started talking about it, and we were like, oh, I don't even know if I want to pay to get that fixed, because it's pretty ugly and it takes up a lot of space in our already small bathroom. And when we renovate the bathroom, maybe we'll just end up taking it out. So that's the update on that. And then also our stovetop works, but our oven does not. So we need to get a new oven and stove. I'm looking at options right now. I'm fine just cooking on the stove for now. But anyway, I've just been holding this blueberry crumb cake. Let's try it. Oh, this is gonna be messy, but it's good. All right, I'm gonna put on some Willie Carlisle and head the hell home. If you listen to country music, you need to listen to Willie Carlisle. He's fantastic.
Tomorrow.
Hey guys, it's the next day now. I'm having Finley film me before he goes up to his dungeon.
It's not true. She's actually holding the camera with her third arm. It's just really long.
Yeah, it's my... Anyway, today I'm working on the Christmas card list because it is currently November 14th, and I don't want to have to do it on Vlogmas 1st, because that would be horrible. I'm calling the days, instead of December 1st, I'm doing Vlogmas 1st now. On Vlogmas 1st it would be a lot. You know, last year we didn't even take our Christmas cards until December 5th. Sorry, excuse me, Vlogmas 5th. And that was really hard for me because I didn't even get some of the cards out until like the week of Christmas. So I've learned my lesson and I'm checking in right now. And Finley has to check in with some of his own people on the list, but he said he's going to do that on Football Thursday. Love ya. Oh, also, wait, can you see out the window? Do you see the hippos on the plants? I forgot to show them those. Finley got me these little hippos. So cute. And we just went out and saw the roof, and it's going pretty well, but it may take a day longer than expected because apparently 5 guys were here yesterday. Not 5 guys, burgers and fries. 5 separate workers. And today there's only 2 because it was snowing last night. I think I forgot to mention that when I was driving to the co-op, but it did start snowing when I was leaving the house. And it didn't even really stick, so I don't know why the guys didn't come. So what can you do? All right, me and Cynthia, the Scarecrow. I just named her that right now. Honestly, I feel like I could do better than Cynthia, but nobody even commented name suggestions for her on my last video. Speaking of my last video, I was literally in this exact same outfit, same crew neck, same sweatpants. This is my cozy fit. Also, I have all of my clothes just in storage in bags, like I showed you in the cleaning video, and I just really grab from the top. You know, I don't really go in for many options. I have my staples that I wear. But I wanted to sit down and talk to you guys for a second because I finally just finished going through the address book and kind of dwindling it down this year. I have taken some people off just that I haven't spoken to in a while because last year's Christmas card list was 300 people. And a lot of you probably hearing this will be like, I don't even know 300 people. But it's like my family, Finley's family, not only our IRL friends, you know, whether it's in Georgia or Virginia or, you know, Oregon or the other places that we've lived, LA, whatever. It's also our online friends. And so it can get a little wild, you know, trying to reel that in. And I also send them to like my high school best friend's parents so that they can see what I'm up to. And like, because the parents are normally the ones who send out a Christmas card. So you get in with the parents, then they send you one and they update you on the whole entire family, and then you get the tea, you know? And that's really nice. I love when people do a letter, a Christmas letter. And I have been considering that, but I think that I might just wait until we have more updates than just like, the dogs are still cute, you know? But anyway, I'm just really trying to like get this sorted because like I said, in the past, I haven't been this proactive. And then Vlogmas comes around and I'm really busy and I'm stressed and the vlogs aren't as good because it's just a full day of me doing Christmas cards and it's boring, you know? And I don't want that this year. I want to be able to like do stuff and show you guys what you want to see and all that stuff. So that being said, if you have any ideas for Vlogmas this year and you have like something on your mind where you're like, oh my God, I want to see her make a wreath or something like that, please comment that down below. Any of your wildest dreams, I will try to make them come true. I normally make a content list for Vlogmas of like, what do you want to say? And then, you know, try to at least incorporate one of those things a day. But that's what's up with me. The roof is going really well. They work from like 7:30 in the morning until 4:30 in the afternoon because that's when the sun sets. And then they kind of clean up until 5 and go home. So that's what they did yesterday. And they got, I think like by the end of today, they'll probably have about 2/3 of the roof done. They're doing like this portion of the house where the kitchen and bedroom and bathroom are, so like the original portion of the house. We really just think that it was sectioned off, like the original part of the house and then this wing. I feel like this wall was like an addition that they added on later on, but who knows. Also, bless his heart, Finley, last night before he went to bed, closed these curtains and then also the curtains that are like farther down on this wall so that if the guys were working on this side of the house and like climbing up their ladders and like looking in the windows, they wouldn't see us directly in our bed, you know, just right here. So love that. And I didn't even think to do that, so Love when he just does things and I'm like, wow, you slayed that, sir. Let's talk winterizing the house. So I'm gonna go out and show you the roof like when it's finished, but I kind of feel uncomfortable about like filming people while they work. You know, even yesterday when I showed the guy like walking around on the roof, I was like, did he see me? It's like literally my house, but I'm like, oh, I don't want to embarrass anybody. You can kind of see the color of the new roof over here. Christmas house. So yeah, I'll probably show it to you guys when it's like more complete, but I just want to say that a major roof upgrade is that they're putting on like house wrap underneath for waterproofing underneath the sheets of metal on the roof, and there was nothing before. So any water that penetrated or got through those holes, it didn't have a layer of like plastic to go through. It just sunk right into the house, which is why we have water damage. Say it with me now. Water damage, which I actually don't think I've even mentioned this before, so I'm just gonna shove a bunch of like house updates into this portion. But we do plan to paint over this ceiling so that you can't see the water damage anymore, and just to make this space even brighter. I love this room. I love the natural light. I really see this room as having like a ton of beautiful plants, and like I have my record player set up now, but I want to like hang our instruments on the wall and like get all of the ugly little like scratches off of the white walls. Like probably just like repaint a lot of this when we knock down a lot of these walls to open up the room, and we're gonna redo the wood floors and get rid of the fugly blue carpet and just like completely open up this room. And then this will basically just be living room, office, and like, I don't know, entertaining, music room. Probably have like, I want a really big bookshelf like over here on this wall or something at some point, like couch, armchairs, cozy cabin vibes, you know, flannel kind of patterns, lots of cozy rugs. That's like my Pinterest board for this room. And like I see that happening and coming to life, but we do plan to paint this ceiling and then that far back wall white as well, because those are both the two water damaged areas. You can't really see that well, I don't think. Maybe you can, but there was some streaking of water damage on that wall, so we do plan to also paint that white or another color. I don't know, but I think the white would just like really brighten things up in here, and we would have a lot of freedom to like add crazy patterns and just like do whatever. Anyway, really excited about the fact that there's actual weatherproofing material, waterproof material going underneath the roof. I love these guys. I will talk about them with the roof and the job once they're finished, just because I want to have, you know, the whole experience to look on and not just like them while installing it, but I'll probably like include that in this vlog. And also on another winterizing note, Finley and I had mentioned this last night, ordered 2 new garage doors. Those garage doors are currently in Nashua, New Hampshire, because they were not anywhere close to us and were not for the same price at Home Depot as they were for Lowe's. So we ordered them from Lowe's in New Hampshire, and that is literally like 2 hours away from us. And so we have to like go on a road trip to go get them. It's not as far as Burlington. So I mean, Finley has driven to Burlington for things off of Facebook Marketplace since we moved here. So we were both like, it's fine, like to save the money. I don't know. We made it make sense in our heads, right? To save, I think they were like $400 cheaper on Lowe's to get the garage doors from there rather than on Home Depot, which is crazy for like the exact same door. We can't go and get them for pickup until Finley's truck is out of the shop. So that's another winterizing update. I know this is a little bit boring, but those of you who like live on a farm or are renovating a house, you're probably like, yeah, this is stuff that like we need to do and we need to know about. So we brought Finley's truck in to get the 4-wheel drive fixed on it, because the mechanics can manually move the car from 2-wheel to 4-wheel, but we cannot do that when we drive the truck, which is like, you want that sweet ease when you're driving through a snowy patch. You want to be able to put it into 4-wheel and get through that, you know, and not just be in 2-wheel in your freaking truck that should be able to do it. Whenever that's out of the shop, we'll be able to bring the truck to New Hampshire to go and pick up our garage doors. But for right now, they're just hanging at the Lowe's, and then we can install those, and the basement will be much more well insulated and also rain proofed, because a lot of the time when it rains heavily and like at a slant, the water will like come into the basement under those doors, and we have like power tools in our lawnmower, and like we're gonna store our cars in there during the winter. Also, I'm gonna insert a clip in here that Finley took a couple of weeks ago during my depression era.
Hey ladies, who's better? The Krusty Krab or the Chum Bucket. They said they'd eat either. They don't give a crap. On to the meat of the problem. So right now, this camera's sitting on the ground. Do you see the garage door? Basically, no. Because the garage door starts like this high off the ground. And right there, I'm looking at like, you can't see this, but I'm looking at like 6 inches. I don't know, 7 inches beneath the camera. I need to somehow level that out to be a even slope down so I can drive off this with my lawnmower. Stop poking my butt. These ladies. Can't live with them, can't live without them. Hey, I know you fellas know what I mean. Anyways, it's like that in front of both garage doors. So I'm gonna take the leftover gravel, just slap it on down. So it's actually even worse here. And this is the side my lawnmower's on. So let's try to get a side angle here. That's a big differential right there. So there's a lot of evening out to do. They friggin' choked my Alani. What the friggin' shit, ladies? That wasn't for you. First they started getting on the White Claws. Now they're on the Alani. So the last thing you ladies need is 200 milligrams of caffeine. I'll tell you that right now. Look at that shit. I already know this is Peach because Peach is the drinker of the household. She's a fan of a flavorful beverage. So, filled up the pig's water because this is my hose system right now. It's a little overextended because I was filling up their water down further down the hill. Got it running from outside in through the garage door. Comes back here. This is our laundry room slash random toilet room. Pittsburgh potty as they call them. So just turn the water off there. Oh, by the way, this right here, that's 20 gallons of super hard apple cider. These are blackberry meads. 7.5 pounds of blackberries in this one. 10 pounds of blackberries in this one, so those should be pretty good, I hope. They've been sitting for like years now, so whenever I bottle them, I hope they're good. Tell me that's not an elegant pose right there. Jesus Christ, Peach. What is this, a National Geographic magazine? Whew. Are you the cover or the centerfold, Peach? Damn! Here's your before shot. You'll get an even better looking one in a minute. Just to be clear, I'm not really expecting much from this, especially with like a car driving on it on a daily basis or something. I feel like this might disappear or get flattened out in like literally like a week or less. But at least as of this moment in time, for my exact purposes today, it'll do just fine. Thank you very much. That was your before shot. So this one went pretty well. Bad boy's not going anywhere. I put about maybe 2 to 3 times this much rock on this side. The height differential was much worse. So I actually wanted to say this. Area, like volume, especially volume, compared to like 2-dimensional area, we don't have an intuitive understanding of it. I don't feel like, at least I don't. So I'm constantly shocked by mathematical results I'll get from a volume equation and be like, holy shit. I need how much of that? Like, that's way more than I thought. So looking at the rock I had in the bed, I thought it might stretch a little further than this, but it's just that tricky old volume coming back up again just to kind of throw me off. But I did have enough to do this. So pretty happy with it. Let's give this bad boy a test run and put this thing to work, okay? I'll move the truck and show y'all what I'm talking about. All right, big test. Ooh, buttery smooth. Damn. I might just do this for the rest of the night. That went way better than I thought it would. That was electric. You can definitely see where the tire imprints are already starting to show. So it's gonna be pretty much what I expected. Constant maintenance. But it's better than nothing. I will be a little sorry to not be showing off my Mega Man muscles, lifting my mower in and out of my garage, but we gotta take the L somewhere to move into the modern era of gravel slopes to take your lawnmower out the garage. Yeah, that's about all from me, folks. Thanks. But here's your final view.
He was using all of the leftover gravel that he had gotten for the foundation for the pig's shed, and he used those leftovers to basically create 2 ramps up from the grass to the cement foundation of our basement so that we would not have this huge ledge to clear when we go in to drive our cars in there. Now, we're not currently storing our cars in the basement, but we're going to be once we kind of clear out the basement a little bit more, and once it starts getting really snowy up here and we don't want to, you know, scrape out our cars and shovel out our cars all the time. So that's exciting basement updates for all of you. Also, I'll go out and show you guys this in a second, but while I was in Georgia, I don't know if Finley filmed this. I actually should probably look at my clips because I haven't. Finley has been completely winterizing the pig shed even more.
Okay, so here's what I got going on in here right now. This heat lamp's gonna go, so you can just ignore that. I ended up mounting this thing on the ceiling now because it's the only way I can think of to safely get it in here. Obviously, they want to be in the back of the space, so, you know, when they're nosing all the hay back, it gets compressed, you know, nice and tight down in the back there. That's right where I had the plug coming in. And even if the plug wasn't there, like if I flipped it over, I still wasn't comfortable with all that compressed bedding being compressed into a heated object. So instead, I have now rerouted the wire and mounted it on the ceiling. There is this, you know, kind of plenum above it, so you know some amount of heat's going to be radiating straight up and through the roof, which is unfortunate, but that's why, kind of because of that, I felt really good about the heat when it was coming from the bottom. Now radiating from up top, I did want to just do a little better job of sealing the gaps and stuff, so I used some spray foam to do that. I brought a knife with me. I'll cut off some of this excess so that it doesn't fall off and mix into everything, or they eat it or something. You never know with the ladies. But yeah, I'm happy now because it's been really cold. They're champs, you know, they don't seem to really give a shit. But now I can have heat whenever it's needed, so perfect. I want to talk, I guess, about why all of this instead of just a heat lamp. I find heat lamps to be like super unreliable. I wouldn't, especially if it was like life or death kind of over the heat lamp, it would make me so nervous all of the time. Many times, you know, the bulbs obviously die. They don't tell you when they're gonna die, so you don't know what day that's gonna happen. You can change preemptively and stuff like that, so, you know, you can avoid having it die randomly, but there's always a risk there. I've many times had bulbs, many maybe is an exaggeration, but I'm almost certain more than once have had bulbs just spontaneously explode, which is not good for many reasons, one of which being that it doesn't make heat anymore, not to mention all the glass. Second, the heat that it puts off is like, it's highly concentrated near the bulb, so it's like super hot there, easy to start fires, but the way it disperses, like it just wants to rise and you have to keep it up high anyways, so low percentage of that heat is actually being utilized to a very efficient capacity. I guess other reasons would be just like the single point nature, so like in a space like this I wouldn't really be too worried about it. I mean, one bulb's enough to heat a space like this, but you know, a mat like this is radiating heat along the entire length of the room evenly, which is obviously nicer than what a heat lamp would be doing. On the flip side, this was probably like less than $20 probably for bulbs and the fixture, whereas this heat mat would cost brand new hundreds of dollars, and I got it for like $100 to use, so certainly more expensive, and I understand why it's not the normal heat source for most livestock and animals, but to me, it's worth it. I just love my pigs more than you.
I'm trying to think of other winter updates. I guess we need to get snow tires as well for the truck, and I'm pretty sure I have all-weather tires on the Lexus right now, so that should be fine, but I do need to we have a snow shovel that Finley got for us. I don't know, if you guys are like living in cold climates and you think I'm forgetting anything for winterizing, please let me know. I still need to get my snow boots, which maybe we could do together in this vlog, because it's really been on my mind to like go and actually do that. And unfortunately, our outfitter store, it's called Sam's in Brattleboro, it's closing. after like 60 years or something crazy in business. So that's really, really sad. They're basically just like not generating enough profit to stay open, which is wild to me because everybody loves that store and like we would shop there every time we would come and visit before we moved here. Anyway, just really sad. So I need to go in and give them a little business and buy my boots. I think I'm gonna get some damn Sorels, you know, because Sorels were like pretty much the #1 boot recommendation for Vermont in winters and stuff like that. And I already have all of my snow gear from Half Days as well, which I don't know, should I show you now? I just don't really want to change out of my comfies, you know? But I got bibs, snow pants, an outer shell, a top and bottom underlayer. What else did I get? Oh, a big puffer. That's really cute. So I'll be circulating through all of those throughout the winter months, but I definitely have my gear in check, especially if I want to go skiing, which we'll see. I know Killington's already open. Anyway, this is like an insanely long clip. I just feel like this is such a chillaxed vlog and video so far. I'm just kind of like enjoying catching up with you. So in my opinion, the girls' gays and days are here for the vibes. And if you're not, you can leave and that's fine with me. Just kidding. Please watch the video. I have lots of things to say and show.
3 hours later.
All right, it's actually a couple hours later now and I changed into different comfies because I had to wash my other ones and I'm doing like a whole load of laundry and I'm cuddling Larry and hydrating because I have a headache. I honestly feel like a lot of my headaches just come from like sleeping on my neck weird and then having neck pain and it kind of just like shoots up here and just makes me really uncomfortable. But it's honestly kind of convenient that I'm hurting right now because today I wanted to talk to you guys about one of my favorite supplement brands and the sponsor of today's video, Terry Naturally. I first heard of their Curamin Extra Strength Pain Relief back in 2017 when I was expressing to a friend that I was fed up with getting little to no relief from other products I had tried for my occasional headaches, and she suggested these, and I've been loving them ever since. Terry Naturally products are very aligned with my love of herbalism and use amazing ingredients like curcumin, which is the active compound in turmeric to help with occasional muscle pain or inflammation due to exercise or overuse. They also use so many other awesome plant allies in their products like echinacea, red ginseng, and comfrey. From raw materials to finished goods, their products are of the highest standard. That includes labeling, storage, and shipping. They're just an awesome company, and I love the fact that they're employee-owned and value education. They've won over 100 awards, and their founder and president, Terry Lemerond, has over 55 years of experience in the health food industry, which is iconic, but also just reassuring. I love knowing that the supplements that I take are rigorously tested, not only to ensure that I get what I pay for, but also that they're safe. Many supplement companies cannot say the same. This all being said, I highly recommend checking out their products linked below if you need some new supplements in your life. Thanks, Terry Naturally.
We're gonna take a nice spooky walk to the hogs and harass them a little bit. Sometimes I like to do that at night because they never expect me. They never see it coming. Let's see, hopefully I don't wake them up too soon. I like to really give them a surprise. They don't get scared, they just get woken up. Oh, I hear some honking. Yeah, I hear a little honking. Well, what's going on with you ladies?
Well, anyways, what's up, ladies? If you're not fat, tell me about it. So, where'd you go to college, Peach? Yeah, where'd you go to college, Peach? Where'd you go to college, Ducky? Hi! Hi! How are you? It's gonna be cozy in here. You're really tired, Ducky. That's a long day of begging for food from the roofers. Little goofy guy. She's just a sleepy hog. She's just a sleepy hog. Oh, yeah. You're literally ripping my pants right now. Yeah, really get in there to the belly. Where'd you go to college, Peach? Where'd you go to college? Where'd you go to Fat Hog College learn how to be a little hog? Snoring already. The best thing about hogs. Whoa! See, that's Ducky got scared. She probably fell back asleep and then was like, "What the?" Ducky, it's because she's deaf, so she doesn't have she's not always as confident, or I guess she gets surprised more often by what's around her, so she has to be a little more on guard. Yeah. She's a funny lady. She's a funny hog. You love cuddling your sister. You love cuddling your sister. Come on, tell me about it. Tell me if you're ready. You guys have pretty bad breath for vegetarians. Pretty bad, yeah. Okay, well, I'll see y'all later. Should be nice and cozy in a little bit. Alright.
My favorite part is just walking away after I go blow up their spot and just imagining what they're thinking. Like, he really just didn't do anything, huh? He just came here, woke us up, then left.
Tomorrow for sure.
Alright, don't be scared for a face mask jump scare. Did you think I was Randall from Monsters Inc? No, it's me, Meghan. Look at my little outfit. I got these new sweatpants. I actually already have a pair of yellow sweatpants from Golf Wang when I was obsessed back in the day in 2016. But these are actually Zumba sweatpants. Zumba wear does like this random thing where they just like add something neon to the clothes. So I'm not obsessed with this, but it does match with my pink parade bra love. I just got out of the shower and my last clip to you was chaotic and my camera died, but I just blow dried my bangs and braided my hair back. I've normally been doing this just to keep my hair like frizz and not free as much as I can, especially over the winter. But yeah, a subscriber sent me this years ago, this little cropped crew neck, and it matches my pants great. On them they say like, happy, Zumba, love, Zumba makes my soul shine, you know, and other stuff like that. But I'm actually gonna pass off the camera to Finley because he's filming the like mudding and everything of the drywall, and he wants to film the process of him doing that and like filling in the cracks for the first time. And I'm just gonna vlog on my phone. But I'm gonna go into town and try to get my new boots. I'm gonna be new boot goofing, hopefully, fingers crossed. I need to get my winter boots that are like tall enough for a lot of snow because it snows a lot here. And then I also need to go stop by the art store that I dropped a painting off at that they framed. And then I'm also gonna try to go to the farm store and get a couple bags of pig feed. So that's my plan. It's looking very beautiful, almost like an alpine glow on the mountain over there with sunset coming up. Very beautiful. The Agway took down their fall decor. That was so cute, their little fall display. But I'm excited to see their Christmas display when it comes. My dogs think they're coming in. You're actually not coming in. Yeah, I'm just gonna, you can just look out there. I have the seat heater on. It's gonna be nice and toasty. You have your blankie, and I'm just gonna get some bags and then go pick them up from the warehouse. Super quick in and out. Yeah, no Squishmallow beds this time. I really miss Wilco, y'all, in Oregon, my old farm store. I just feel like it was so much more efficient. And sometimes when I come here, I'm just like, oh, this really took a while. And they didn't even have the pig feed that I want. I'm like, are there no pigs around here? Like, I don't want grower because my girl's already big, you know? Anyway, there was just like a lot of back and forth. It took literally 20 minutes when it should have taken 2. This little monster went to Taco Bell. I actually haven't been to Taco Bell since moving to Vermont, so I'm kind of like, hope it's good. I got Finley a bunch of cheesy roll-ups. Can we all agree that Taco Bell is no longer affordable? It is like, even the dollar menu is so not $1 anymore. It's just insane. Like, tell me why 7 cheesy roll-ups, which is literally just a tortilla with microwave cheese on it. I think they got rid of the loaded griller, so I got him just the cheesy roll-ups. And then I got myself 2 cheesy bean and rice burritos, no jalapeno sauce, add potatoes. Tell me why that order was $17. Like, are you okay, Taco Bell? And they're not even that, like, fat. Like, they need help. This amount of nacho cheese that I just bit into as well should be criminal. It was only at one side. What's happening here? Are there even potatoes in this? Okay, thank God. Well, lesson learned. You know, moving states has its woes. Like, you gotta break up with all of your old establishments that you used to go to that used to do it really well. But, you know, adjustments. Maybe we just don't go to Taco Bell anymore, which would be sad, but maybe that's my life now. I hope I don't get a bellyache. I haven't tasted a potato yet. Oh, I see one. Okay, let's try it. That's a potato. You know, one of my favorite things about winter is people just walk around in their pajama pants. They don't give a hell. And I love that because, well, I'm wearing sweats today, but you know, I could be in my PJ pants too. Well, I don't mean to be rude, but this wasn't revolutionary. I think I'm gonna turn the camera off. Hopefully we can have better mukbangs in Vlogmas. Okay, I finally picked up my painting that was at Zypher Designs for like 3 months. It was just going through a long process. It's a really long story. There was just kind of like some delays and stuff, but I finally got it. There are so many non-binary cuties in Brattleboro, and this really nice person, Lee, just helped me to my car, and they had on these little like boo earrings. They were like little ghosts, but they looked like white tassels kind of. I was like, oh, those earrings are so cute. I love it. Anyway, they really liked my dogs. Rue was like really trying to sneak out and say hi. I'm trying to decide if I should just stay here and go to Sam's. I feel like I probably should. I need to just walk. So I don't know why I loaded back into my car. I need to go get some shoes. All right, leaving again. I'm gonna be new goofing. Hey y'all, sorry I'm a little out of breath. It was all uphill from the Sam's back to my parking spot, but I got my sorrels. They're very cute. I showed them to you very quick in the store. And I also had to try on the children's sizes because my feet are a size 6 and some of the children's sizes were even too big for me. And I also was annoyed because, you know, with a snow boot, you want to be able to like lace them up really tight, and the kids ones you can't lace. So I was like, could I just get like the women's 6 and then I'll just wear like a thick sock? So I got the darn tough wool socks as well. 2 pairs of those, and then I got my sorrels, and they're very cute. I wanted to get kind of like that camely, like brown color like this, because they'll just match with so much more of my stuff. So it was a total success. I got everything done, and now I'm gonna head home.
The next day.
All right, y'all. I forgot to tell you this yesterday, but very exciting times. We're taking our Christmas card photos today. Yep, with the pigs and the dogs and Finley. It's gonna be fantastic. First Vermont card. I just sent Lindsay like 4 or 5 different options of what to wear, and then I settled on this. And I'm also gonna be wearing a jacket, I think this one, because it's gonna be like 55 out. It's actually pretty warm today, but I'm gonna wear this like wool jacket that has some red and greens on it. You know, I've actually done a photo shoot in this exact same outfit before, but that's fine. I'm wearing little olive green socks and then these like brown Doc Marten boots. But I think this is the best dress to wear because it's very flowy and cute and like good for photo shoots. You know, it has a lot of body. I put this little tiny red ribbon in my hair behind my fringe, which is fun. I need to get my bangs cut already because you can tell they're coming down into my eyes, but I don't have time for that. So I'm not doing any makeup or anything this year. I did last year, but I'm just gonna do, I mean, my bangs like kind of cover a lot of my, you know, brows and my eyelashes when they get this long, and I'm just gonna wear my glasses and be a little cutie pie. So that's my plan. Anyway, we're shooting with Anna Birch Photography on Instagram. I'll put her at here. It's gonna be fun, can't wait. And yeah, the roofers are still here today on Thursday. So it was kind of a little bit longer than I expected the job to take, but they've had some setbacks. So I was telling Anna, I was like, the roofers may be in the back like, hey y'all. Who knows? Also, this is evidence I was really struggling with what to wear. I changed so many times. But I think that what I'm wearing is gonna go well and photograph beautifully. And some of these other pieces, you know, I'll just wear them a different time this Christmas season. Hey there, ho there, y'all. Sorry, I can't escape having you hear this. The pellet stove, it's always on. Also, let's not mind my depression corner. It's coming back. We're just gonna black that out, okay? I just have really improper storage of where to put things, you know? I don't really have a bedside table. This is actually just clothes and laziness, but not depression, so no worries, everybody. But I just wanted to say the roofers are still here. It's 4:30 and they're finishing up the end of the job. Wonderful. I'm so freaking excited. And also, Anna just left and we took all of our Christmas card photos, and my hands are de-thawing currently. It's not even that cold today, but like just as soon as the sun set, I was like, oh, yeah, I need to keep this jacket on, my big woolly. But she was wonderful, so nice, same age as me, just like absolutely a sweetie pie. And that's really everybody that I meet in Vermont, just an absolute sweetie pie. But I didn't film because I also wanted to be the surprise, the photos that we took today. So you guys will probably see them once Vlogmas is around, because then it's like actual Christmas season. Anyway, she slayed and it was wonderful to meet her. I actually was suggested Anna as a photographer from my friend Keegan, who I met, and I vlogged on this day. We went to the farmer's market together, and I like got my nails done. It was like the beginning of September. And yeah, after I hung out with her, I posted on Instagram, like, I don't know, this must have been a couple of months ago. And I was just asking for any Brattleboro-based photographers around the area. And then Keegan sent me Anna, and they went to high school together. So it's, you know, small town, small world. And I was so happy to meet her and just chat with her, and also ask her to be my friend, because I was like, you have an amazing vibe. One, she was so good at what she did. Two, just, yeah, really good, like, sweet energy. And three, she was very good at like directing people to do poses and stuff. Like sometimes I shoot with people, and you know, I've done a lot of photo shoots in my lifetime, like since I guess like moving to LA, you know, but yeah, sometimes I'm just like, what do I do with my hands? The key to a good photo is if you feel comfortable doing it, it will look comfortable. But if you're feeling uncomfortable in the photo, it's gonna come across. Anyway, there's some banging around up there, but I basically was just, you know, we were complimenting each other, and then after a while I was like, do you want to be friends? Maybe we could be friends. That would be crazy. And I was like, I feel so fucking lame to like say out loud. And she was like, no, it's really hard. Very hard as an adult to make friends. Like, I completely understand. So I was like, thank you, thank you. So hopefully I can hang out with her in the future soon. But anyway, you know, I try to not like talk too much about people on the vlogs, but it is nice to just like meet sweetie pies. So love that. Anyway, lots of construction noise happening right now. Finley is upstairs immediately after he came inside from doing the photo shoot. I was doing some like solo shots with her and talking to her or whatever, and he went out and talked to the roofers and like immediately changed into his construction clothes, and he's covered in like the white mudding that you put to like close up the cracks in drywall, and I'm just like he immediately switched. He was looking so handsome in his like little Christmas card outfit, and then immediately was like, I'm a rugged man. And now he's mixing something upstairs, so I'm gonna bring him this camera. But I just wanted to update you and say that the photos went really well. She told me that she would have a really quick turnaround for them too, but still, I'm just gonna put them up during Vlogmas because I want them to all go up like after Thanksgiving, because then it feels like actual Christmas for me, you know? Anyway, love ya.
Early the next morning.
Good morning, guys. I'm out here with the pigs. I found them in a very funny place this morning. Did you girls sleep under there? Why would you do that? Is that where you slept, or you just kind of woke up early and then went there? You realized that the food was confiscated and put inside of the house in the kitchen, so that's why you wanted to be as close as possible. Okay, crazy. Come on, Rue. But Finley and I are about to go run some errands. I have to go into town and pick up my paperwork for my name change because I had like a court hearing. It was like one of those things through like a web portal or whatever. And she was like, you're officially able to change your name. You'll get your forms in the mail within 2 weeks. And it's been a month and I haven't gotten the forms. So I called yesterday and they were so confused at the office, and they were like, yeah, you should just come in and get these. We have them here. And I was like, okay, well, you could pop them in the mail and maybe I'll get them by Monday. And she was like, well, I don't know how fast the mail is. And I was like, okay, you can just say that you can't even guarantee that you'll put them in the mail. I'll come get them. So we are gonna go into town today and get the papers from the courthouse, and I have to feed these hungry hogs. Okay, excuse any hog noises that might be in this clip. They're just kind of hanging out, but I'll insert a clip of the before of the roof, what color it was before. It was kind of like a coppery, honestly, like kind of the color of the leaves. Whoa, Ducky just pushed me over. So before it looked like that, and it was 28 years old, and now it looks like this. It looks like we have a Christmas house. It looks really, really wonderful. We did 28 gauge exposed fastener and chose the color dark red. And at first when they were like taking all of the pieces and kind of putting them up there, I was like, oh, that's way more bright red than I thought. But now like seeing it in the daylight, I'm like, oh, it's actually really nice. And it's gonna last a really long time. And we're very happy that we went with this rather than a more like expensive standing seam. All right, y'all, we went to the country store and I put in an order for Thanksgiving that I'm gonna bring to my aunt's house because we're going to New Hampshire to be with my aunt and uncle and my other uncle as well on Thanksgiving, which should be fun. And I ordered like an apple crumb pie and some roasted butternut squash wait, I think it was mashed butternut squash with sage, something like that. Whipped, perhaps. I ordered that, and we're gonna bring those just because, like, you know, our oven doesn't currently work, and I also haven't really been on my cooking game recently, so I'm gonna bring those two things and pick them up the day before Thanksgiving. So we got that ordered, and I also got myself a little blueberry muffin, simply delicious. But now we're gonna go to the court and get my papers, and then I can really be Meghan Nordstrom, I swear. I forgot to show you guys the finished framed painting that we got from our friend Deandra, but they did this awesome. I really like the frame choice. It just has this cool little like detailing, and because it was so big, it took so much time to like brace it in there since the frame was like kind of thin. Anyway, we finally have it, and this is gonna go in our bedroom. Dry shampooed my bangs yesterday, but they be looking a little piecey and greasy today. I can't decide if I want to cut them myself or get them professionally cut, but it's snack time. I'm gonna make avocado toast. Larry and I are gonna hang out and listen to our new 1975 record. And you might be looking at this saying, Meghan, that's an old 1975 record. What are you talking about? No, this is the 10th anniversary edition of the debut album. And I just got it in the mail recently, and I'm gonna unwrap it and fire it up, and Larry and I are gonna listen to, you know, things like Chocolate and Money and stuff like that.
Hey, who messed with the lighting?
Larry loves the 1975. That's actually something about him that most people don't know.
Is that true, Larry?
He's a big Maddie healer. Okay, Finley's gonna take my camera and go, I don't know, do whatever he does upstairs.
I'm gonna go hoover drywall dust with Rue.
Hello, and welcome to the first rendition of Meghan's cooking show in her new kitchen. We're using the stovetop. It's a little dusty. That's fine. Finley's doing some construction upstairs. I'm going to be making a 1-pot kale broccoli chickpea, not chickpea, or a cheddar pasta. I have to swap out the chickpeas because I didn't realize before going to the store that I don't actually have those. That's okay. Well, I have dried ones, but not like canned ones. That would make it quicker today. So this is all the ingredients you're gonna need. This recipe is from A Cedar Spoon, and I'll link it down below if it's freaking good. So I have red kidney beans instead of my chickpeas. I have some milk I got from the co-op. I'm using Italian seasoning instead of basil and oregano because basil and oregano are in this already. This is for my vegetable broth or cheddar pasta, you already know. Some Parmesan, broccoli, and kale. And we're gonna get cooking. Good looking. I haven't used my chef's knife in so long. I'm literally in shock that I get to use this again. Also, for some reason, I've never seen a shallot have like a little tag on it, but the co-op had one of those on there, so what can you do? Just gonna peel her off. I don't know if this garlic is actually good anymore. Let's see. I'm working with my limited ingredients, you know. Well, I'm kind of scared to peel the rest, I'll be honest. Mama needs more fresh garlic. This is a little dry. My knife is working beautifully, though. I just want to say when we replace this oven, we're also going to replace the fact that there's no hood. Actually, this is an exterior wall that this sits on, so we have to get a range hood and replace this fugly light strip as well. But this is starting to burn. I'm gonna put in half the nudes, 2.5 cups of water, and then I'm gonna put in 2 teaspoons of my broth concentrate and 1/4 cup of milk, baby. I forgot to mention that this recipe also calls for tomatoes, and I'm not feeling tomatoes in this recipe, so I'm not going to use them. But we're gonna bring this to a boil, which it already is. I also added in the seasonings and a cup of chopped broccoli, and I'm just putting that all down so it'll boil in the, you know, liquid mixture. And we're gonna cover that bad boy and let that cook for 9 minutes. Okay, now I'm adding my drained and rinsed kidney beans. I know that this is really random. This is just a random recipe, so I don't even know if it's gonna be good. Now we add in like 3 cups, give or take, of chopped kale. Give that a little mix up. It says to just like keep cooking until the liquid is absorbed, 45 minutes, but honestly a lot of this liquid is already absorbed. So I'm gonna kind of just wait for the kale to wilt down in here and keep the heat on. But I'm also gonna add in a 1/2 cup of parm. And this is where, you know, you just eyeball it and just go to your cheese desire. Just go to your heart's cheese desire, I guess is what I meant to say. Your cheesy heart desire. I don't know. How do you guys shred parm? I feel like this isn't the right way. Maybe I've reached my cheesy heart's desire. Hell, seems about time to pop this baddie in a bowl and try her out. Lots of delicious beans and protein for me. I've been really slacking on my protein intake lately, so let's see how this goes. Right, I'm eating at my desk because my kitchen table is full of crap right now. I really need a deep clean in there. Anyway, let's try it. I'd say my biggest takeaway is that it tastes very healthy and beany and kale-y, and it needs some more seasonings for sure. I'm probably gonna put everything but the leftover seasoning from Trader Joe's on here. Oh, I hope my dogs like pasta because I just dropped 2 noodles on the floor. And I would also dare to say that there's too much kale in this recipe for the amount of noodles. That's just from a girl who actually really likes kale. Overall, wouldn't say you have to make this unless you really love kale.
The next day,
We're about to take the dogs to the park.
They're just delicious. I want to cook you in a stew. Come here, my bear dog. Come here, my bear dog.
Rue's having a lot of fun.
Wow, what are you here? Wow.
She's wearing her magically cute mushroom that we got from Petco in like 2020 or something.
Magically cute. They had the most ugly clothes, and then they just had this perfect item. And in that store, somebody was like, "Oh, I just love your dachshund." And I had no idea what the fuck she was talking about. And then finally I was like, she means my dachshund. I was like, I've never heard somebody say it like that.
It's so many people say dachshund.
Dachshund.
Yeah, it's very funny. Okay, Rue, we're gonna go.
Dachshund sounds much better.
Yeah. All right, dogs, let's go. Also, this morning, my Uncle Rob actually just came to see the house and just do a quick brief visit. He was up here for the UMass game in, you know, the Amherst area. And so he was like, I would love to stop by and see the place. And I was like, come on up. You know, we don't have much room for entertaining. All of our crap is everywhere, but we would love to see you. So he came by and he gave us some housewarming gifts. This being one of them. And Finley and I have been losing our mind over this for so long. Just like this the troll in the sweater. I'm obsessed. And then you think it stops there. It doesn't. A pig on a potty. It's perfect. I'm gonna put it in our bathroom. And then he also gave us a little Yankee Candle gift card because Yankee Candle, like headquarters are like their original, the OG store, and Kringle Candle as well were like started around here. Anyway, it was great to see him. My Uncle Rob is my mom's brother and he lives in Massachusetts. So he was just, you know, up for the game. And I think I told you guys this yesterday, I'm pretty sure, but we're going to my Auntie Tina's in New Hampshire for Thanksgiving and my Uncle Rob will also be there. So we're gonna see him again next week. But yeah, I'm very excited just to be closer to my Northeastern family. Anyway, we're gonna go for a hike now. All right, we came to Fort Dummer State Park. You can read the sign, but we also stopped by our country store on the way and I got a raspberry croissant. That's her. She's large. I may actually have that first. I'm obsessed with baked goods right now. I'll just go to the store and get whatever baked goods they have. Maple and oat scone. Don't mind if I do. And at first I was just gonna get those too. And then at checkout, they have a separate counter of more baked goods. And there they had a cannoli.
Yeah, that thing's looking fine.
I'm gonna try it. I don't wanna get a tummy ache if I eat the whole thing. So I'm gonna save the other half for later. Okay, one more bite. Okay. Okay, now I'm gonna try the croissant. That is so good. You can pause if you want to read this about the old slate quarry from the 1800s. We're very cold. Good thing we put you guys in your sweaters.
There's a farmer on a white horse, apparently. He can be seen in here haunting the place.
What did you just say?
Holy shit. This is amazing.
Did you just say something about a ghost?
Yeah, I said look for the
Farmer?
farmer on a white horse. God damn!
Finley loves rock.
Cool.
He's obsessed with rock. This place is really cool. Wow.
Like, how is there enough soil right here to feed this thing and to keep it stable?
Yeah, we're very interested in how trees grow up from rocks
down
like this.
Here, I guess it's eating this floor. But... Those are tall trees. I mean, think about standing something like that up. You can't do it without some serious stability on the bottom end.
Rue's too cold to stop walking.
This is amazing. This motherfucker right here. What are you doing? Who told you to do that?
Wow.
What the This guy? Are you kidding me? What? Is that alive?
Do people swim here?
This is alive. Holy shit. Look at that jump.
Probably not that deep to jump.
Yeah, I don't think it is from the sign. But that would be a sick jump. Damn.
Hey y'all. We're gonna do the Sunrise Trail. Loop distance, 1 mile. Come on, tiny little lady. There's nobody at the park today, so we have them off leash.
Look at that picnic table. Let's have a crooked meal.
A bit on a slant. Go, Larry, go. Here comes the mustard weenie. Hey, little buddy. Beautiful.
Poking right out like this.
Sure. It even has a clear edge there.
Gelatinous. There's probably spores in there or something.
Oh, don't eat it.
Just kidding.
Boogeyman.
Beautiful. I'm gonna cover it back up for humidity.
Have a little bench here just so you can enjoy the view.
Just take advantage of it.
Well, you didn't really make any room for me, boys.
Let's actually join you. Come on up. She loves a bench because she loves to
Sit.
be taller than her 2-inch paws.
This is a very nice view, Larry. Where did you take me?
Biker Bob's. Best burgers in town. Whoa,
Best burgers in Brattleboro.
Rest-
Biker Bob's.
Best belly busters in Brattleboro.
Wow. Hash brown, cheese, and egg. Larry's coming over to me. Okay, I'm gonna try mine for the first time. When I was in Georgia, Finley texted me about this place and said that he was really excited because he knows how much I love cheese, eggs, bread, and hash browns. That's my go-to breakfast at any diner. And this is it in sandwich form. That is very good. Yours is the same, but with sausage? Mm-hmm. Rue is licking the cheese on his foil like a little rat. Good morning, Bikini Bottom. I woke up today around a ripe 8:30, which is, if you know me, it's not normal. And I am actually heading to Rutland, which is about 2 hours north of me, because I have to go to the Social Security office to get a new Social Security card. And I did not share about this the other day after I got my name change papers because I was very optimistic. Sorry, my camera is shaking a lot. So what had happened was, back when we first moved here at the end of July, literally within like a couple of days, I went to the Vermont probate court and filed a petition to change my adult name. That's literally the name of the form, petition for adult name change or something. And I got some questions about this on Instagram for whatever reason, but I'm just trying to legally become Meghan Orstrom. My maiden name is Meghan Hughes, and I want to be under my married name. Not online though. I know I might have said that in the past, but I'm gonna repeat that again. You will still be able to find me everywhere at Meghan Hughes, because I don't want to change all my ads and people be like, who the hell is Meghan Orstrom? It's kind of a weird, unique last name and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, I filed that petition in August. It didn't actually make it through the court system and get me scheduled for a literal court hearing with a judge online though, until October. I had my online hearing then on October 19th, and then for a month they haven't sent me the form that I need to. It's like a certified name change form, and then you bring it to the DMV or Social Security office or whatever, and you can update your information then. But the day that I got it, I went online and I searched all of the information on the DMV because I want to get my Vermont license and, have my new name on it. And that's like really why I'm doing all of this. And I have to get a Vermont license before I can register my car in Vermont, which is just, the way it is. But anyway, so that all being said, I looked up all the DMV requirements and stuff like that. And on the DMV website, it says that if you have a name that you want to be called that's different than what your Social Security card says, you need to update your Social Security card before you get a new license or whatever. So now I have an appointment to go to the Social Security office and get my new freaking card, and I'm doing that this morning and driving 2 hours to go and do it, and then they'll probably mail me a new card relatively quickly from what I understand. I'm hoping this will just be sweet ease here, like the driving's the worst part, but hopefully the appointment will be nice and chill, and then I can just bring that to the DMV. You know what I mean? that's my current plan. I just saw my first Vermont State Police officer on the highway around this area. I never see cops around here. It's really more of a Massachusetts thing. Anyway, that's what I'm doing this morning. My appointment's at 11, so I left the house around, well, a little bit before 9 actually, because I had to take Finley to go and pick up the truck from the mechanic, which he just did, and yeah, they fixed his four-wheel drive, which is fantastic. They told him that he just needs to like drive a little bit in a straight line and then shift into four-wheel, or press the little button in his Tundra that shifts automatically for him, but that they did fix it. And quite honestly, dude, I thought that that fix would be over $1,000, at least like $1,500, and it was $600, so that's very helpful. Like literally less than half of what I thought. So yeah, he got that all taken care of today, and now we'll have the truck for winter driving and stuff like that if anything happens or we need to take the truck into town, you know. Anyway, I'm just vibing now, just driving for many hours today, and just wanted to update you because I didn't vlog yesterday on Monday or on Sunday, because Sunday is just like football Sunday for us, just kind of chillaxed, and then yesterday was just kind of boring. So that's your update. We just got another load of gravel dropped off for our neighbor to come by and help us with filling in some of the driveway, so I got to reach out to Guy today about all that.
Come over and help you out.
Yeah, well, I got to my appointment like 10 minutes early, and so I was just on the phone with my dad. Actually, not just for the 10 minutes ahead of time, but also for like 40 minutes in the car. And we were just, you know, I was updating him about the roof and the house and some other things. So it was good to talk to him. I love talking to my dad. I'm at the Social Security office, and I got my passport and my name change documents, and I'm gonna go into that bad boy.
One debt to society later.
Oh my God. Okay, I just have to laugh. This is insane. Okay, first of all, it went over well. I literally got out of there by 11:06. So, very swift appointment. Dude, I just can't believe this. So when I went in, I brought my adult name change form from the court. That was like a certified document. Like, yeah, you can change your name. I brought that. I brought my passport, and I brought my marriage certificate just in case. And thank God I brought the marriage certificate, because I was like showing her all my documents, like those 3 things. And she was like, what is this? Oh yeah, no, you don't need this. Gave me back the certified form for a name change. And I was like, oh, you didn't need to see this? And she was like, no, I just need your passport or your license and then your marriage certificate. And I was like, oh, so did I even need to go and get this from the probate court? And she was laughing and was just like, no. No, you could have just made an appointment here, brought me these 2 documents. Like, we just needed a form that basically said, like, yeah, you're married and you want to change your name to your husband's name. And then a document that verifies, yeah, this is your name now and you're changing it to this. And then we send you a new social security card within 2 weeks. And I was like, so you mean to tell me that I didn't have to wait all of August, September, and October, and through most of November to do this? I could have done this within 2 weeks with the Social Security Administration. And she was like, yep. And I was just like laughing and smiling, being like, the more you know, right? Jesus Christ. Even though I wasted a lot of time waiting on the court system and going through all of that BS before this, I'm happy that this went over really well. I had a good feeling about this appointment, honestly, and I told my dad on the phone, I was like, I feel like it'll be an in and out experience, and it was. So anyway, heading back home now, another 2 hours, but whatever. I'm just listening to my pod and just vibing. You know, I don't think that I've ever driven through Rutland before. This is kind of my first time. I've been to like Ludlow and Chester and like the towns around it, but not spent much time in Rutland. And they have their Christmas decorations up now, which is cute, on these little poles throughout town. And it looks like a big city. I'm like, wow. I mean, hell, it's no Burlington, but the part I was just driving through at least was like a pretty big town. You know, they have a Walmart, they have a ton of chains. I saw a Taco Bell, a Wendy's, a Burger King. I saw all the chains. I saw even a Five Guys Burgers and Fries. Why is that the second time I've talked about Five Guys in this video? Okay, bye. I just stopped by the post office quickly to get some stamps for my Christmas cards because I want to make sure that they have the holiday stamps, like, and don't sell out of them. You know, it's like the weeks go on. I got these little holiday elf stamps this year. They're so freaking cute. And the card list this year is at, like, it's riding around, you know, 250 something. And so I told her I want 260 because sometimes I also send international cards that require a lot of stamps. And she was so flabbergasted and horrified at the amount of stamps I was getting. She was like, "You said 260?" And I was like, "Yes, ma'am, I know. It's really a lot." And she said, "Better you than me." She had like a very thick accent, you know? And she was like, "This is like 2 tanks of gas right here." I was like, "I know. I see the number on the screen. It is dark. But also I love the US Postal Service. I don't mind giving them my money." And she was like, "Okay." Really unsure about me.
One frozen wasteland later.
Take it all in. This is the last time you're ever gonna see this piece of shit garage door. So I've never put in a garage door before. I'm really hoping that it's simple since there's already one in place. I'm really hoping I can just kind of slap it in these tracks, reuse these springs, and just like be done. I'm not expecting it to actually be that easy. Yesterday, I had the pleasant experience of leaving during rush hour to get the stuff, took a break, killed an hour, went back on the road, got all the stuff, headed back home. It was like almost 2 hours away, so by the time I got back home, I was like 45 minutes out from the house, and it's snowstorm happening, so genuinely concerned I wasn't gonna make it because my front tire treads are I need to get winter tires. Luckily, I just had my 4-wheel replaced, fixed, so I did make it safely. So I got some lumber for framing out the closet wall upstairs. I'm just gonna unload this, stack the lumber, and then we'll crack open these garage doors, see what we're working with. Oh, it's a nice little stack of lumber there. Ended up being literally the perfect amount. Okay, so I just wanted, I wanted to come here and give a little disclaimer. If you are a garage door professional, you may want to turn off the preceding content. I watched one quick YouTube video and then I'll just read the instructions. Yeah, so I'm gonna start with one door. I'm not sure how long it'll take me, and once I start, I need to finish the door. Otherwise I'll have a big hole in my house. If it comes with track, I'll replace the track. Yeah, so one of my concerns is that my springs are gonna be overpowered, like over tensioned, so that, you know, the doors I have now are wooden. You know, the strength needed to pull up those wooden doors could be way too much for the weight of these doors, and then when interacting with the garage door opener, put it under a lot more work than it's designed for. Oh shit, there is new track. Yeah. Alright, well, I guess I'll do it the right way. I'll smoke a dime. Okay, so you can see this is the inside of the garage door. There's these ridges, and I'm pretty sure that these are designed so that you can stick a piece of insulation in there, which is really nice. That should allow me to get a much higher R value out of these things. Okay, now I read the instructions.
All right, basement fit check. I'm about to go to the country store to pick up. What the? Why does this have a hole in it? Are these supposed to have holes in them? I feel like this isn't supposed to happen with mittens. What the hell? Actually, no, they are supposed to have holes in them. These ones have holes in them too. Well, I'm just gonna be wearing them for driving anyways. But my mommy gave me these for Christmas last year, these mittens. They're from ARC. This scarf Jared gave me for Christmas last year. I also got myself these earmuffs for Christmas last year. They were off of Etsy. And then I'm wearing this jacket. I think it's from Pendleton Wool, and I got it at a thrift store years ago. And then I'm wearing like a matching little red set from Parade. And then my new boots. Yep, I got my snow boots on. But anyway, I have to go pick up my Thanksgiving food order from the country store. My pie and my whipped squash. I have to admit to you guys, I've been listening to this playlist like every single time I drive in the car. It's really good. World's best Christmas playlist. I took my earmuffs off because I won't need them in the car, and sometimes they muffle what I can hear. So you gotta be on your guard, you know? Sometimes I think about when I was a teenager and the volume at which I would listen to my music in my 99 tan Camry. And I'm just like, how would I be able to hear any kind of emergency alarm, you know, or siren or anything? You learn something new every day. Anyway, I gotta go get this food, but I just wanted to document this experience because we got at least like, I don't know, 4 inches last night. And it's not like an insane amount of snow, but it's, you know, it's November. It's a lot of snow for us. I grew up in Georgia, Finley grew up in Virginia. And even though we lived in Oregon together for almost 5 years, it never really snowed that much there where we lived. It would around Mount Hood, but we didn't live around Mount Hood. We lived in good old Colton, Oregon. All I'm saying is we're not really used to stuff like this, so I'm documenting my first time driving in this weather because, yeah, I hope it's gonna be okay, you know, with my tires and everything. It probably already melted on the main road or people have already put their tracks on it, but we haven't driven our driveway today yet, so here I go. Okay, I wanted to update you guys that one part of my driveway was a little bit sketchy where there's like this jutting rock out that, I don't know, we need to scoop that bad boy out. But my residential road has been plowed, so slay. I feel like the Northeast is just really good about their plowing system. Like, as soon as it snows, they'll just plow. And in Oregon, they literally would have to get snow plows from other states. Like, we would have to bring them in from like Washington or whatever. Like, we didn't have our own state snowplows. Somebody told me that, at least. I don't know, I could be wrong, but that's what I was told. So sometimes you would be like totally SOL, you know? All right, I got my goods. The pie's in the box, and then my whipped squash is in the bag. And I also got some Fiddlehead IPAs to bring over to my aunt's house, just as a little gift. Look at our beautiful pie. Gorgeous. They're beautiful squash. Love it. All right, my darlings, I think I'm gonna end off this vlog here because it's getting a little long. And also, just for the rest of today, I'm just gonna be doing laundry, like folding it and putting it away, and then just making sure that I have all of my work stuff done so that I can enjoy Thanksgiving tomorrow with my family. So that's my plan, Stan. Make sure to check out Terry Naturally linked below in the description box, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and leave me a comment about what the hell you're doing for Thanksgiving if you're doing anything. And I will see you guys in my next video. I'll have another video go up before Vlogmas, and then Vlogmas will start, and I just can't even believe it. Okay, I love you guys, and when I'm not on here, you can find me on my Patreon. All right, see you in the next video. Stay smiling. Bye, y'all.